Hi, I'm Phyllis Stephen and I'm the founding editor of the Edinburgh Reporter. The Edinburgh Reporter was set up in 2010 and since then it's grown from a zero audience to an audience of over 60,000 unique users every month and last month over 1 million page views. I do lots of things at the council. I attend the council meetings. I seem to have got a chair on the floor of the city chambers with an electricity supply for my computer and I live blog it. We now have a huge variety of reporters, many of whom are journalism students because it gives them a window for their work, and also a variety of other people who just like writing about certain things or they like taking photographs. I do think it needs lots of support for a proper Scottish hyperlocal scene to develop. We only have a handful of websites and I don't think so far we've had very much in the way of support.
I'm Alistair Tibbett. I am a volunteer for Green Leith. Green Leith is a charity and it's been going since 2006. It was established by local volunteers and it aims to promote community engagement, better public spaces and sustainable development in Leith, in Edinburgh. And as a consequence, one of the key ways that we do that is through the website. We're up to more than 1,000 posts now, so we've been doing about 5 posts a week, and we don't just write about our own activities, we write about other stuff which is happening in the community, other events, and of course we encourage people to take part in consultations and public meetings, and then we promote the outcome of those. Leith has the smallest amount of green space for any, per head of population for anywhere in Edinburgh, and Leith also has some of the most deprived parts of Edinburgh. It also has some fairly well-to-do bits, and one of the things that makes Leith fascinating is that cosmopolitan nature of it. And so there's a lot going on in the public open spaces that we do have, and there's a big discussion to be had about how we get the most out of them, if you like. And that's not just parks where we are now, but also the likes of the streets, and how we can make them fit for the future, if you like. Some of our consultations we've had 470, 500 people taking part in a question over what should happen to the future of a street, and those kind of responses are almost unheard of, really, when it comes to people taking part in planning decisions about their street. And so I think we can connect with a lot of people, and if you invest in the audience, then it's an audience that you can engage in local issues in a way which perhaps the public sector hasn't managed yet.
I'm Mike Rawlins. I'm from Turriff in Aberdeenshire, where I run a small local blog called My Turriff and a tourist information site called Visit Turriff. I also work for a company in London called Talk About Local, and we're developing augmented reality apps to let hyperlocal bloggers deliver their content in new and interesting ways to consumers. And I'm in sunny Leith today to road test the augmented reality apps using content from local blogs here in Edinburgh, like the Edinburgh Report and the fantastic Green Leith.
The Talk About Local augmented reality app is designed to be simple. Geotag data content from the web appears as floating symbols on your tablet or smartphone with an info bar at the bottom of the screen. Tap through to take you to the story, such as this one on the Green Leith blog about nearby Pilrig Park. Back in the app, you can select a map for you to show you exactly how to get to the spot the content came from. Adding content into the system is also simple. You simply copy the URL of a site with geotag data, paste it into the AR software, add feed, and save. In this example, 64 Green Leith posts have now appeared. You can add the necessary geolocation to your WordPress posts using a free plugin. Just search for the location and click on the map.
Augmented reality is a fascinating potential, if you like. The interesting thing about augmented reality is that it's all about geographic location, and it's another way for us to be able to put our content right where it's most relevant to people. So, as on our website where we have a news map where people can kind of look around and see where the most recent stories are, which are right on their doorstep. A hyperlocal website is all about what's happening right on their doorstep, and if we've got an app which demonstrates that effectively, then that's brilliant. And thanks to Talk About Local for putting it together.